Hi guys, welcome to my blog. So it's party season, so I'm going to show you how to do a bit of a smoky eye, but with a bit of a twist. I'm going to do kind of petrol colours, which is like bluey green tones, and I'm going to use really affordable products that you guys can all find on the high street. So I'm going to start with the eye colour first, which is a bit rare, but because normally people start with a base. I tend not to if I'm doing a smoky eye or anything that might drop, because then you have to take off the base and start again. So it's much easier if you start with the smoky eye first and then do your base. So that's why it might seem a bit strange at first. I'm going to apply this 24-hour tattoo by Maybelline, and I'm going in the kind of navy blue colour. With these 24-hour cream shadows, they do actually dry quite quickly, so you do need to move a little bit faster than you normally would. But as you can see, I'm just patting it round the eyeball area, so just around her lid area. I'm not taking it up too high. I'm just blending it out a little bit as well. I'm giving it a bit of a wing, as you can see, so just take it a little bit further out, but obviously do it to your eye shape. If you've got quite slanty eyes, then take it a little bit wider, but if you've got very round eyes, try not to go too rounded at the sides, because then it can make instantly your face look a little bit sad. So adjust the wings and the fanning out of the smoky eye to your face shape. Go underneath as well and join it with the wing that you've already done. This doesn't have to be immaculate, by the way, this bit here. You're just kind of tracing out the shape of what you're gonna do. The key here is making sure that your flicks match each side. If you're not a fan of blue, or you don't think it's going to suit your eye colour, you can also use green, things like that. But try and go for a bit of a stronger colour, because then the colour that I'm going to pop on top, the pigment that I'm going to pop on top, will really stand out with a darker tone underneath. So once you've finished doing the outline with the blue, what I'm going to do is put a little bit of this Dazzle Dust by Barry M, and this colour is Petrol. It's absolutely beautiful, but it can get a bit messy. Take a little bit of the product and use the lid, I would. Tap a little bit in there. And then what I want you to do is just press it on top of the blue. And the thing is, because you've used a cream base, this will really cling to that cream base and just make this colour stand out. If you are going to use a green, just be aware that this colour will change quite dramatically. It will probably come out a lot more greener on top. But if you have the blue underneath, it actually comes out a bit more like a peacock blue, which I think is amazing. Just really make sure you get right in there over the top of the navy. Right, now with a clean blending brush like this one, you see how it's a little bit fluffy? I've got no product on it whatsoever. I'm just going to go in and just soften any of the edges. Now I'm going to go over with their Real Push Up Liner by Benefit. This is quite a soft liner actually. I'm just going to take it along the lash line. Whenever I do celebrities, and I always do their eyes first and then I do their base, they hate it because it just doesn't look complete. You know, the format is usually base and then eyes, but as I said, because this can drop and get really messy, it just saves so much time doing the eyes first, and they don't like it. Smudgy black liner, you can get this from anywhere, a Rimmel one. I'm actually using the Lord & Berry one, which is fab because it's really soft. I'm going to go right on the waterline of the eye. Get right in there. This is all about the eyes, this look, so I want them to be as dramatic as possible. Bit of mascara, I'm going to use the Estee Lauder one. Give a really good coat of mascara. You can pop false lashes on if you want to. To be honest with you though, I think it's a little bit of a waste to use false lashes when you're doing a look like this, just because you've got so much drama here that you're not really going to see it. The base I'm using is Perfection Lumiere by Chanel. I love this foundation because it lasts a really long time, so if you are going out for an evening It's fab, it's got really good staying power, but it's also not too dewy. The Vitaluminaire is for more dry skin. This one's for a good combination skin, so it's lovely. I'm taking the foundation right over to the lips as well, because I want them to be really, really neutral. Again, this is all about the eyes. I'm using the Pro Concealer Palette by MAC. This is a fab palette, by the way. I know a lot of makeup artists have this, but it's also quite good for the individual as well, because they come in light, medium and dark shades. So you've kind of got all your colours there. So it's a really, really good investment. Just using a little bit of a lighter concealer. A little bit below here. Nothing too crazy. Just make sure under the eyes is really, really clean. If you have quite dark circles, this might not be an ideal look for you unless you're going to conceal the darkness under the eyes, because it can draw the attention to the eyes. And if you are paranoid about dark circles and things like that, adding a really heavy smoky eye, probably not the best look. I'm just going to pop a little bit of powder on just to set the foundation and the concealer. I'm using a compact powder by Kiko. I'm just going to fill in Enya's brows now, and I'm going to do that with the HD palette in Foxy. And do a little bit of contouring now. I'm using a palette by NARS called Paloma. They also do a stick version of this as well, so if you're not a fan of powder, then you can get it in a stick form. I'm only going to use a really small bit. You can use a bronzer, so don't worry, you don't have to rush out and get this one. Use a bronzer that you normally use and just emphasise your cheekbones a bit. I'm going to use this contouring palette as well, but I'm going to take a little bit of the highlighter there, and I'm just going to go underneath the brow bone. I'm going to use a cream blusher by Bourjois. It's the Cream Blush Sun number 5. I think it's called Pink Sunwear. Which is lovely because it's got a little bit of a sheen to it, but not too much. And again, it's keeping it all very bronzy. I'm going to go crazy, guys. I'm going to put this on her lips. It might work, it might not, but I think it looks lovely. I love this kind of bronzy texture. If you want to wear a gloss, then feel free, but actually I quite like the neutral sheeniness of the lip. It just all ties in with the cheeks and stuff, just keeping it very, very simple. Right, so there you have it, guys. It's such a beautiful look. It's a really strong look. You can go a lot heavier if you want to, but I'm just trying to keep it simple so you guys can follow the steps at home. It's great for the party season, and also it's a splash of colour, you know, use a bit of colour in your smoky eye. It will just add so much more sparkle for the festive season.